Your customers are craving a great tasting, authentic pizza experience. That's why we offer Primo Molino Neapolitan style flour, an affordable, high performing flour that's a great alternative to imported Italian 00 flour. It's milled right here in North America, so you can always count on authentic crust texture and taste without the imported flour price. Using an imported flour today? Check out ardentmills.com to request a sample and try it for yourself.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Checking In, our weekly check-in with pizzeria operators all across the country. I'm Josh Keown, along with Denise Greer. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Josh.
I love the story of our guest today, Sara and Brian Covert, owners of Viola's Pizza Company in Viola, Tennessee. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So to give our viewers a little context, Viola is a town of 132 people. And is correct me if I'm wrong, is it located kind of in between Nashville and Chattanooga?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, good deal.
Well, a lot of people, we tell, if they know where Bonnaroo is, we're just a little bit north of where Bonnaroo is.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
that's easy. Well, been there in our college days, right? That's awesome. So, so let us in on, what's happening with the restaurant right now and kind of what's been going on.
Well, Tennessee doesn't have a whole lot of restrictions on the restaurants. We are able to function as normal. Initially we shut down like everybody else, not down to carry out because who knew what was going on. And then we were able to open back up, and we've been pretty much doing our normal routine for several months now. Obviously business is slower and those kinds of things, but we have a pretty good core group of customers that are taking care of us out here in Viola, and they drive a good distance to come out here, so they've made their way.
So yeah, that's my question to you. You have a town of 132, so you said the vast majority of your customers are driving like maybe 30 minutes to get to you. So what, as a destination spot, what kind of extra things are you guys doing to like, hey, make these people want to drive 30 minutes to come get your pizza and whatever else?
Well, at the end of the day, it's the product that you're putting out, the quality of the pizza. If it's good, you're going to drive for that. So they do that. We have lots of ambitions of things to bring more people to the area. Our previous life, we own a video production company as well. So Brian's worked in the country music industry. So those are some of the avenues we'd like to pursue. But of course, that industry is a little bit differently impacted by the COVID things. But just a good product and then treating the customers well. And they know where they want to come. Like when you come to Viola, you're not just going out to dinner and then deciding where to go. You're making an intentional decision to come get pizza because we're so far out, you can't just go somewhere else instead. So we just try to create their dinner away from their house here in Viola.
It's a small community, and we're a small shop. We're family owned, and really it's our family plus a couple of others that we have that help out. And people know that's kind of the environment that we're here in. We are a family. We look at a lot of our customers as family and an extended family. We're definitely part of the community now. Whereas we've been in the area about 15 years. Before, when I was back and forth on the road a lot, we just didn't feel like we were part of the community. And now we're almost 3.5 years into this pizza shop, and we're definitely part of the community now.
Let's go into that because you guys do not have a rural background. You're not from that rural area. What kinds of things did you do to kind of establish yourself? Because I know small communities, it's a very tight-knit group. So working yourself into those communities, kind of what have you been able to do to become a fixture?
Well, our background is in communications. We both have college degrees in communications. That certainly helps.
That helps.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's been a few years since we've been in college. We didn't learn social media in college, but we've been able to pick up on that and move forward. Social media, honestly, was the biggest thing that we could use out here. Even though we're rural and we don't have Wi-Fi in our shop, folks do have it in their homes. So that's been the easiest way for us to reach people, and just the consistency that goes along with that, just the basics of marketing and PR, that it's consistent messages and those types of things. As long as you see that, you're going to reach the people you need to.
And it's cool. Now we have kind of a following certain counties, people will drive, up to an hour really to come out here for pizza.
Wow.
And so that's pretty cool. And we see the area that we're in is very outdoor adventure oriented. There are a lot of waterfalls, there are a lot of state parks, a lot of hiking trails and things. And so people do come here from a lot of a good ways around just for that. And when they come out here, they don't want to eat at a chain place. They want to eat where the locals eat.
Yeah. And when you're a hiker,
With that?
I said, I've got feedback happening, but I said, when you're a hiker and you get done with the trail, you really want pizza. I would eat a whole pizza all by myself when I'm out hiking. So I definitely think that that's on your side.
Being not from rural communities, he's from California, I'm from Northern Indiana, there are a lot of local pizza where we come from. And in this area, they're not local pizza places that are pizza specific. There are the ones that include pizza in their menu, but their main focus is not pizza. That was something we missed from when we grew up, or our early married years, that we didn't have here. So we're just grateful to add that to the list of things. Of course, there's barbecue everywhere and those kinds of things, but there just was not a pizza specific restaurant.
And when you guys say you are a family restaurant, you are a family restaurant. You, from the back of the house to the front of the house to taking orders, kind of describe what's going on in there on a daily basis.
Thanks to call in tonight, our 11-year-old daughter will probably take your order on the phone.
It's amazing.
And it's really funny to watch her. That she's just really grown. Being only 11 years old, people that call in, she does great customer service now. And they come in and they kind of look at her. Were you the one that I talked to on the phone?
That's
because she's only 11. And our 8-year-old daughter, she loves to bust the tables and things, and she loves it when people see her doing that, and they like to give her a couple of dollar bills, and she loves that. She loves learning to work.
Yeah. Old school, we write the orders down, so the 8-year-old will bring the order to the kitchen, and then I make the pizzas. Our 6-year-old son cooks pizzas right now. I have a son in college. He was cooking the pizza when he was back. So it's all in the family.
Yeah, and when you talk about a destination spot, I would drive 30 minutes just to see all that happen right there.
Absolutely. Something with your restaurant and where you're located, you're able to kind of change your hours a little bit from a lot of other pizzerias. Talk about kind of how you're able to adjust those hours based on what the community needs.
Well, it's kind of funny that if I was in a business school and thinking, okay, if this Viola's Pizza Company was something I was going to invest in, I'd be pretty leery, just because on paper it doesn't seem like it should make sense. We're only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Right now we're open from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. In the summertime, we're open from 4 to 8. On paper, that just doesn't seem to make sense, but we're able to make it work. We are that community. People appreciate that. They appreciate that there are limited times, and there are sometimes, like on a Saturday night, when we'll sell out. And at first people were a little upset, but I think that they really understand that now, that it's not like we can just pull another dough out of the freezer and be good to go. That we make everything. It's a 3-day process that we make the dough, and so they really understand that now, and they really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think
it goes back to that good product. As long as you're providing a quality product, they're going to come. I think as restaurant people, we often let the consumer control our hours, maybe. And in our case, we've chosen to control when they can get that good product. And it works better for our family. We do homeschool our children as well, so that's a huge component of who we are and what we do. And that's our priority over the pizza shop, is to take care of the children. So, we have a limit. We can't be here, 7 days a week, from lunch to dinner to late hours as well.
And we're not restaurant people. We've not been raised in the restaurant industry. We've been married over 20 years, and we just kind of have always thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to have a little pizza shop? It's always just kind of been out there. It'd just be something, that'd be fun to do. And then about 4 years ago, the pieces really started coming together, and thinking, well, we might be able to make this a reality now. And so we don't come from that restaurant background where we know a lot of the tricks and the tips. we are coming at it as, if we're a customer, what would we want to see? We want to make sure that, okay, if there are napkin holders or shakers on the tables, we want to make sure those are clean. We want to make sure the restrooms are clean. We want to make sure that this is a nice place. Because we kind of look at it as a customer when we walk in and thinking, there's some places we go out to eat and we think, ooh, that's,
Even the 8-year-old at this point goes, oh, they're not following that rule.
they're not using gloves or something.
Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. I'm not giving anything away to say this, but you guys are going to be featured in the magazine in a big way here in a couple of days, right?
Excited about that and honored for that.
We certainly appreciate that.
So y'all are part of our small market pizzeria feature. And what I love about it, you're actually the smallest town pizzeria of all the ones that I talk to, because I wrote the article. So it's really interesting because, if you think about small mom and pops and small towns and what a fixture pizzerias are, and the fact that you guys have been able to move into a town where you weren't a part of that community and, set up shop and make it successful. That's a real testament to what y'all are doing.
We appreciate that. And again, we're focused on growing, business is supposed to grow vertically, and we're kind of horizontal. And I think some of that'll come out in the article that you have, because we do own several other properties here, and we have a short-term rental property here on the town square, right across the street from the pizza shop. And we have a venue that's huge, that's available, a warehouse that could be turned into a music venue that's right here on the town square, beside the bank, beside the post office, beside the pizza shop, which every town needs, right?
They're going to change it to change the town to Covert, right?
I know.
I don't know about that. We don't live in the town, but we live 3 miles down the road. So we don't count in that 132. That doesn't include the 6 in our family.
I grew up in a town of 2,000, so I thought that was small, but you guys have got me beat. But so just a quick question about, you guys, I've seen your Instagram page. I've seen the quality of your food. It looks great. How difficult it is to get that kind of food to Viola, trucks or distribution and so on and so forth?
We're small, so our orders are not huge, so they're only coming once a week out here. We rely a lot on our local farmers. In the summertime, we can turn to them. We have very large farming populations. We've got one that's a hydroponic farm, so we can rely on them year round. And they're willing to try some new things. So we've been really thankful for that. The farm that we collaborate with for year-round tomatoes, and then they decided they would plant basil and let us see how that would work for them. They'd never tried before, so that was something new. So they're all kind of willing to try these things for us. We've got another guy that's practicing microgreens again to see what he can come up with. So it's a community effort. They want us to succeed. We want them to succeed. But through the COVID situation, yes, we did deal with some supply issues because we buy from a very small, I would consider it a local food supplier. And when all the shops were shutting down, they were unable to meet their minimums to the next person. So the trickle down effect certainly came around, and every week it was something different we were seeking out, whether it be yeast one week or it was the cheese product was different or olives for a while. There was a few weeks we couldn't get the tomato products we needed, and we knew there hadn't been a canned tomato shortage. So it was just one of those really challenging things that we had to navigate through. And so that was the stressful part of it. But when it comes to more fresh ingredients and through the summertime and those things, it really is the community. They come together and bring things to us.
And that just goes back into getting more ingrained in your community. That's a perfect way to do it.
Absolutely.
Last year has been really tough. We've been really kind of focused in on, okay, let's just get through this week or this month. Mm-hmm. It's been real hard to plan, to have that 3-year plan or this 5-year plan again, like we did when we first started. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're just kind of in survival mode, it seems like. And now it feels like we've kind of turned the corner. So now we're excited about planning things for the future again, whether it's a music series in the backyard there, or our television show that we do, the Slice of Bluegrass show, things like that are just fun, and it's a lot of that.
Just being able to be creative. Obviously, in this industry, you're a creative person. And this last year hasn't provided for a lot of ability to be creative. It kind of squashed that just because we are, like you said, in survival mode. So we're hoping that 2021 will be able to open those creative doors and add things to the menu again. And you don't want to put something new on the menu that you can't guarantee to have next week. So introducing new things has been quite the challenge because we don't know when and how consistently we can get product. So we've just stuck to our basic menu. And again, the basic menu is part of why we're here. We can't branch too far out from that because we are small, and that's what makes us who we are.
We do have a very limited menu. We don't have a lot of extras, and that is very intentional. We want to do a few things very well instead of doing a lot of things kind of well.
Yeah.
We only have one size pizza. All of our pizzas are one size. That's kind of
nice
unique to the pizza industry.
Yeah.
But it makes it easy. It does make it easy for us.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. When your market is smaller and you've got it nailed down. Something I'm really curious about is as you are developing these other businesses, are you doing a lot of co-branding amongst these businesses to really sell the whole Viola's as a destination?
I think that's the intention. In time, that is the intention. Of course, these things all are contingent on travel, which we know has been changed this past year. The short-term rental, we've only opened this past late summer, so it's been booked. It's been very booked. And a lot of the comments we get, or we go read the book where people wrote notes in the unit, and it'll say something about the pizza because they all come and they get the pizza along with the hiking and those kinds of things they're doing in the community. So
everybody that stays at our Airbnb, they always seem to end up across the street for pizza at some point.
Yes, we will do cross marketing through all of it when the time is right and when it's all working the way it should and things may be a little more normal, I guess, if you want.
A little more stable.
Yeah, we're all waiting for the stability to come back, right? So
I think when the weather starts turning good again, I feel like people are really hungry for getting out.
Yeah.
They've been cooped up so much for the last year. They're ready to move. They're ready to do stuff again. And I think that we're really in a good position now for all that to happen.
We've had concerts. We've had artists come out and do big concerts. We have the big warehouse out in front of that, and people sit in the square and those kinds of things. So those are some of the things we hope to continue to do into the future. Just haven't been able to do that, and that would be inclusive of all the opportunities we have here in Viola.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see what happens and keep us posted because we'll definitely probably be seeing you around in the media because you guys are really good at that.
And if I, on my way to the mountains, I might just have to stop by there in Viola. I think I see the sign on the way to maybe the Smoky Mountains. Maybe I think I see Viola.
I'm not sure which way you're coming from, but yeah, if you're
from Kentucky, from Louisville, Kentucky. So we're driving 75 south, I think.
As far as us, we're down here and we're in a beautiful area. The ends of the mountain range. It's just a beautiful place to live. It's actually the nursery capital of the country. So that's all, and not nursery being livestock, or not livestock, I'm sorry, plants, trees. They do all the tree and all of that here. So in the spring, it's magnificent. They have rows and rows and rows of blooming trees and those types of things. So.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. And we just can't wait to see what happens next.
Best of luck this year. Okay, you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.